You know, I think it's inevitable for those of us who watch a lot of anime to eventually end up in a situation where we are recording ourselves making a tier list of the best anime. And thus, here we are, me, making a tier list of some of these anime. Obviously, there are not that many here. There's still quite a decent chunk of anime here, but I just picked the first one, and I think I'm just gonna go through this one. Alright, first and foremost, let's start from the beginning here. Pokemon. You know what? Before anything, let's rename some of these. Alright, much better. Now, let's start from the beginning here. Pokemon. Again, why are there so many Pokemons here? Digimon. Digimon. More Digimon. Whoever put this list together definitely likes their Digimons. And Pokemons. Nope, still haven't seen more Digimon. Digimon. Jesus Christ, bro. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Okay, finally, we're getting somewhere. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Nuts in your mouth. Absolute trash. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Kinda good. More Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, okay. Kinda good. Kinda mid, let's say. Terror in Resonance, I believe. It was kinda good. Beyblade. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. One of the biggest problems I have with these sites is that the pictures are way too small. And, like, I need to, like, zoom in to be able to, like, see what it is. Like, straight up. What the hell is this? Even from here, it's kind of hard to tell. It's still Digimon. I think, yeah, I think I even remember this one slightly. But, yeah, no. No. I've seen Bakugan. Kind of shit. Jeez, what the fuck is this shit? Ghost Stories, bro. The dub, it's gonna go into I'm coming, okay? I'm cumin. Kill la Kill. Let's say really good. I'm just gonna put it like this. Yeah? It needs to be zoomed in so I can actually see what I'm looking at. Magical Girl, you know. Ooh, okay. High School of the Dead. Kinda good. Kinda good. Pretty good. Slime Isekai. Yeah. It's just kind of mid. It was kind of good in the first season, and then it went kind of mid. I would even say the most recent season has been kind of shit. So I'm just gonna put it in the middle here, kind of mid. Kind of like, This show, I remember watching this show, it was kind of shit. I'm pretty sure. The main guy was like went to this this school or whatever, and then saw a upperclassman, this woman here, and was like, "Oh my god, is that my older sister?" And she was like, "I don't know you, bitch." And it was just kind of cringe. Hitman Reborn. Or Katekyo Hitman Reborn, right? Kind of mid. I think that it had some cool moments, but it was kind of mid. I would even, honestly, I'd say kind of shit. Yeah, kind of shit. Yeah, kind of shit. Mob Psycho 100. Really good. Really good. Yep. Gintama. Amakum. Easy. Not even a question. Whatever the fuck this is. I think I've actually seen maybe an episode of this, but I don't remember. It seems kind of familiar. V Reigns or whatever. I don't know. Fate Zero. I'm a calm. I'm a calm. Elfen Lead. Kind of mid. Doraemon, I haven't seen. Inuyasha, I haven't seen. Devil is a Part-Timer. Kind of like that, maybe. Kind of hard to say. I mean, there's like this, like, if I were to say, right? Like, for instance, kind of mid, I would say, is actually like 3 tiers. It's kind of mid, kind of mid, kind of mid, and then it gets kind of good, really good. I'm a cum, right? That's why a lot of things are gonna go into kind of mid, because technically, this rank here, this tier, is just a lot thicker than it actually is here. There should be like can I add more? So we'll do it like this. We have kind of mid upper tier, kind of good, really good. I'm a calm, all right? So we'll do, let's say, we'll do kind of mid upper tier. We'll do it like this, kinda, something like this. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, let's move on. Don't know what this is. Instantly into this hole, some kind of Gundam that I haven't seen. Pretty sure. I'm not sure what this is, but I don't think I've seen it. Ooh, Negima. Ooh. That's interesting. Honestly, I would say, okay, I'm gonna say it's actually kind of mid. But when I watched it, it was actually kind of good. But in reality, I think it's actually kind of mid. Chobits. Ooh. Kind of mid. I'm gonna put it maybe upper level of kind of mid. Kind of a weird romance, not gonna lie. With a robot. I mean, ooh, this show I watched, but it was kind of weird. Nor do I really remember anything about it, so I'm gonna put it into I don't remember. Guilty Crown. Kind of mid upper tier. Sounds about right. Mirai Nikki. You know, they're just kind of, you know? It's like sometimes they try to do something good, or they have some sort of good premise or idea, but they just don't know how to. They don't know how to pull it off. They really just don't. I haven't seen. The fuck is this? I'm not gonna lie, I can't even see what that is. Wolfu? Wakfu? I don't know what that is. Yuri Nice, haven't seen. Steins Gate. Amakum. Oh yeah, these have to go up here as well. Actually, I'm gonna put Fate Zero into really good instead. Fine, okay, let's not joke around, right? And when I say ghost stories, okay, this ghost stories is the dub, right? The outtakes of ghost stories, okay? That's what we're thinking of when we're talking about ghost stories. Fuck it. Whatever. It's not SS tier, it's Amakam tier. Noragami, that's what it was, right? Okay. Kinda mid, not gonna lie. Gundam something. I'm not sure what that is. The only Gundams I've seen is Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny, I think it was, or something. JoJo's haven't seen. Nurarihyon. Kinda good, at least when I watched it. This show, fucking hell, man. It was actually kind of good when I watched it, but I think if I were to watch it now, it does not hold up at all. So I'm gonna put it somewhere around there. I don't know. The fuck is this? Seems kind of familiar, but I actually don't recognize it. Whatever this is so, like, generic. All these characters that I look at on this picture, I've seen in other places. Like, I've seen all these characters, but in different animes. I still think that I've seen this show, but I don't remember anything about it. So, nope. Wolfstrain, I don't think I've seen that. Shaman King, I think I watched something of this, but I can't say I remember anything about it. Devil May Cry, ooh. Easily really good. Trigun, again, I think I watched it as a kid, but I don't remember anything about it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rayearth. I don't remember anything about it, but I have seen it. Once again, an older one, so, you know, it is what it is. Seven Deadly Sins, I'm gonna put it into really, or kinda good, due to the first, like, 2 seasons, but I've heard that it gets really bad in the 3rd season, you know, the infamous 3rd season. Let's just change some of these around a little, okay. Okay. Princess Tutu, have not seen. Have not seen. There's a lot of these dumbass, like, childish cartoon type of shows. I'm not really interested in those. Attack on Titan. I'm a cum tier. Baby. I'm a cum. Maybe I shouldn't keep saying that. My neighbors might hear me. Sonic. I didn't know Sonic had an anime, but okay. I thought it was a video game franchise. Promised Neverland. First season, really good. I don't think I've seen this, so no. Claymore. I don't remember pretty much anything about it, but I think it was kind of good. Free, haven't seen it. Full Metal Panic. I'm not gonna lie. Even back when I watched it, when I was a younger lad, I didn't really like it. I think it's kind of shit, you know. So it wasn't really my cup of tea. I thought it was kind of shit. Blue Exorcist. Kind of mid upper tier. Like, there's some good parts about it, but, like, overall, it's kind of like, One Punch Man. Really good. In the upper tier of really good. It is not a Macam level. Okay, it is not a Macam level. Is this Death Parade? Or am I... No, this is D. Gray Man. Okay. D. Gray Man, I mean, kind of good. It's kind of good. Definitely some really good music in there and some really good scenes. Pretty decent story, but it kind of weirdly ended abruptly or something, I remember. And then it came back like 10 years later with a new season or something, and then that was just kind of weird. Like, it really... I don't know what the fuck happened with that show. It just kind of... They, like, left it off at a weird, like, cliffhanger or something. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but, like, that's what it kind of felt like. And then I think, like, 10 years later or something, they came back and they just did something kind of different or something. I don't remember. I didn't watch the newer Return season. Fairy Tail, the infamous Fairy Tail. People have very differing opinions of the show. There's the people who like Fairy Tail and the people who don't like Fairy Tail. I am actually in the camp of liking Fairy Tail. And I know exactly why some people like it, some people don't. But I'm not going to start explaining that here. As for where I'm putting this, objectively, I'm going to be objective here. Kind of mid upper tier. So this is kind of mid upper tier is like 6 out of 10 type of thing. Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah. Yeah. ReZero. The thing is, I haven't seen the most recent seasons. I only watched the first season because the latest seasons hadn't come out at the time, and then I just haven't gotten to it. I'm gonna put it in really good for now. Angel Beats. At first glance, at first like instinct, I want to put it into really good. But in reality, I think if I rewatched it now, it would not hold up as well as it used to. So I'm gonna put it like around kind of good, on the upper half of kind of good. Excel World. Black Butler. Kind of mid. Erased. Kind of good, I suppose. Kind of mid upper tier actually. For me, kind of good is like, it does something that, like, even though it's not perfect, it doesn't like, it has a lot of problems, they still do something that I'm actively enjoying. The only thing Erased did that I kind of enjoyed was the time travel aspect of it. But the problem is, they ended up not really doing anything interesting or very, very, like, for instance, I recently watched Link Click, and Link Click does a lot of time travel stuff, and they actually... How do I explain this? When you do time travel, you need to be smart about it, right? You need to have characters doing planning, trying to, go through time, kind of playing around with the time travel, right? But Erased was very much like, he goes back in time, and then, like, he tries to figure out what's happening, back in the past. But it's like, I don't know, in my opinion, they just didn't do it well. I think the main problem with Erased was the fact that the villain was obvious. Way too obvious. It was so obvious, in fact, that most people who watched Erased at the time, when it was airing, me included, everybody assumed that the villain, who was being very obvious, everyone just assumed there's no fucking way that guy's the villain, because it's way too obvious. They're making it way too obvious. It must be a red herring. There's no way this is the actual villain. But it ended up being exactly that. Like, that was the villain. And it was like, bruh, that's like the most, like, oh my god, like, come on. You're trying to do a kind of a murder mystery, or like trying to figure out, going back into the past, trying to figure out who the killer is or who the bad guy is, and you make it so obvious. Like, come on. So yeah, kind of mid upper tier. It wasn't too big of a fan of that. Another Gundam series that I haven't seen, Konosuba. So I watched a couple of episodes of the Konosuba, and it just was not my cup of tea. I'm gonna put it into kind of shit. I've talked about this before, but anime comedy is just not funny to me. It just isn't. The type of comedy that's in Konosuba just, it's not funny to me. The type of comedy that I like is very much like witty comedy, or a random comedy. But the random comedy needs to be, like, unexpected and out of nowhere, like all of a sudden type of comedy. Like, for instance, right, like, I'm talking right now, and then all of a sudden, like, stuff like that, right? Good timing on the random shit, like all of a sudden moments. I think that kind of comedy is kind of funny. But yeah, like, the majority of all anime comedy just is not funny to me. It is what it is. Fruits Basket. I watched the original, and even back then, it was kind of mid to me. I just was not into it. Another Beyblade. I've seen Beyblade, but I don't remember anything about it. Cowboy Bebop. So, the thing with Cowboy Bebop is, it is good, but in my opinion, it's a good watch, but it's not as good as people say it is, in my opinion. It's just a good watch. You know? There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just a good watch. You know? Anyway, moving on. Oh. The World God Only Knows. Oh my god. This is oh. Ooh. Ooh. Dude, I've been actually meaning to rewatch the show just to see if it holds up. I'm gonna put it into kinda good. I think when it comes to harem anime or kind of like romance or like harem anime, I think this one is definitely Amakam, but comparing it to all these other anime, I'm gonna say kinda good. For what it does, it's kinda good. The thing with The World God Only Knows is that I have a lot of fond memories of this show because, back when it was airing, this was the show that I was the most hyped about every week as I was waiting for it. I was counting down the seconds and the minutes and the hours to the next episode. It was just so good. Monster Musume. I've seen this, but I think it's kind of shit. It's just a harem. It's just a cringe harem. I've seen this show as well. I don't really remember much about it, but I thought it was kind of shit at the time. Or kind of mid. Actually kind of shit. Mega's Bride. I actually dropped this show because it got kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it to kind of mid. Because I thought some things were pretty good, but the fact that the main guy bought this... Again, I could be misremembering here, but I'm pretty sure the main guy, this weird creepy monster, bought this minor girl, and then they I don't know, it's just kind of, it felt very Stockholm Syndrome type of weird stuff going on. It just got kind of weird. I don't know. There was a bunch of cool magic and interesting mystery and interesting magic stuff going on, but they really wanted to push that Beauty and the Beast type of romance, I feel like, and it just didn't work in my opinion. So I dropped it and I was like, ooh, it's just not really working for me. Boruto. Oh my god. The only reason Boruto had any good moments at all was because of Naruto. So, absolute trash. Durarara. Ooh. Kinda good. I'm not gonna lie, kinda good. Kinda good. To Loveru. I've seen this, but I don't remember anything about it, and I think it's kinda shit. Actually, let's just put it into absolute trash. King of Tennis, or Prince of Tennis, right? Gakuen Alice. I've seen this, actually. And even back then, I thought it was shit. So, Black Clover. I saw the first couple of episodes, and I just can't. I know people have said that it gets better, and it's actually kind of good. But I'm sorry, I just could not get over the screeching of the main character, and it was just absolute trash, and I just could not get over the initial trash pile that was the first few episodes, and it was so ugh. Or I watched, I think even more than the first couple episodes, I watched until the first arc was over, the introduction arc basically, and it's just it did not hold. It did not hold up for me, and it's just ugh. Soul Eater. From what I remember, kind of good. Ooh, well. XXX Holic has a special place in my heart. I'm a cum. 100% I'm a cum. Okay? If you don't know. Actually, fun fact. Maybe not that fun, but interesting fact maybe. Kinda. This show, Holic, is what this model was based off of. Yep. And not the character, but the outfit. Basically, there was a picture of Watanuki here, of him wearing a kimono, and that's basically what I kind of wanted, and so I took that picture and gave it to the artist for reference, and that kind of, you know, ended up being where the outfit came from. I'm just gonna put it into Amakam, because I would say I get a couple of like free Amakam choices that are kind of special to me. I'm gonna put this like extra tier up here of really good and special to me. Amakam is still the top tier, but this is like the extra tier. Whatever the fuck this is. SAO. Kind of good, I suppose. Actually, kind of mid, upper tier. It has some good moments, but yeah. Oh my god, this show, Jesus, absolute trash, bro. Absolute fucking trash. You know what? Dead Man Wonderland. It wasn't Borderland, it was Dead Man Wonderland. Right. For some reason, I thought it was like Dead Man Borderland or something. I never really felt anything special from this show, so... Black Lagoon. Really good. Really fucking good. Kirby, Jesus Christ. Lupin the Third, I have not seen. Gurren fucking Lagann, baby. I'm a cum. I'm a fucking cum. Haruhi Suzumiya. This one, I mean, it's kind of good. I wouldn't say it's like S tier or anything. You know, a lot of people talk about how good Haruhi is, but like, I would say Haruhi like shaped a generation, but if you actually think about whether or not the show is any good, it's just kind of good, you know? There's some special moments in it, and the movie was really good, but, you know, it is what it is. Hellsing, I have not seen. Hellsing is on my list of shows that I've heard are good, but I haven't seen yet. Just gotta watch it, I guess. Haikyuu, I watched some of it. I didn't really like it. I'm not gonna say it's kind of shit, but while I was watching it, I thought it was kind of mid. I just kind of dropped it. I just wasn't interested. It took too long to get good. Because I did watch quite a bit of it. It's just that I just never got into it. Violet Evergarden, I didn't finish this one. I think I got interrupted at some point, and then I just never went back. I want to say maybe upper tier, mid, kinda. Yeah. Kinda like this. Maybe Haikyuu here as well. Something like this. I don't know. Food Wars, again, I have not finished. I dropped this show as well. Again, it wasn't really my cup of tea. It was enjoyable. Somewhat. But like, Death Note, obviously. I'm a cum on Death Note. I mean, what? K-On! Log Horizon! Hell fucking yes, baby. Log Horizon is what every fucking isekai should be, in my opinion. Log Horizon, the main character, Shiroe, is what I think most isekai protagonists should be. Or at least close to that. They don't have to be as smart, but like they should be at least kind of like trying to be somewhat thinking about things. Infinite Stratos. Absolute fucking trash. Don't know what the fuck this is. Samurai... I forgot the name of the show. I watched, I think, some of it way back in the day, but I don't really remember. So, this is... I've definitely seen this show, but I don't remember anything about it. I recognize the characters, definitely. I haven't seen that. or on Host Club. Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Really good. Vampire Night. Kinda shit, bro. Kinda shit. Even back then I thought it was shit. Nope. Nope. I honestly, kinda shit. It's kinda shit. Absolute fucking trash, bro. Absolute beyond the boundary. I think this was pretty decent, but like it wasn't super special. I didn't really feel anything when I watched this show. It was just kind of like, okay, whatever. I haven't seen Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Kind of good. Kind of good. I haven't seen High School DxD. I think I watched some of it. Let's be honest, complete absolute trash. Familiar of Zero. What? Okay, so when I watched it the first time, way back in the day, okay, dude, season 2 ending, that was pretty good. Okay, that was some good shit, right? When I was young, I was new to anime. Seeing season 2's ending, goddamn, right? That hit me. That hit hard. Okay, and by ending I mean like before the very end, right? Before we knew that the character was still alive. At least I think it was season 2. I'm pretty sure it was season 2. But like, yeah, the final episode of season 2, when you know the character kind of sacrifices themselves, kind of, right? I don't want to spoil or anything. Overall, the show, honestly, kind of mid. So I'm just gonna put it in kind of mid for now. My Hero Academia. I suppose it's kinda good, but like it's not any better than kinda good. It's like, it has some good moments. I want to put it to really good, but it's like, it has so many problems of no progression. Like the show doesn't get anywhere. They just kinda keep doing the same formula over. It gets stale. Just like One Piece. Fights are cool, sure, but it's stale. They don't move forward. Code Geass. Really special to me. And good. And I'm a cum. Okay? Whatever the fuck that is. Nope, nope. Psychopaths. Really good. Anohana. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I know people are gonna be angry at this. So, Anohana was one of those shows that I dropped. Well, actually, like, I think I did finish it, but like, I think I dropped it at one point because it was so bad. I just could not get over the fact that these characters were so unlikable. And then the ghost girl was such a like a, it's like she like died when she was young, and then the ghost was like if she was older, but her personality was still like that of a child. It's like, why are you even, you're supposed, like, if you do a ghost of a character, of a child that died when they were a child, then have them as a child show up as a ghost. You know, the ghost is still that of a child. But no, they grew her up in ghost form, and it was so cringe to me. I just could not. And then there was another guy that like was doing some weird cross-dressing shit, and like the other two girls were also kind of weird, and like I don't know. It just was not for me. Definitely not. I've seen this show, and I think even back then I thought it was shit. Evangelion. I saw like half of it, and then I kind of stopped watching it. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I think the characters just did not appeal to me at all. And that's probably why I dropped it. I don't really remember much of it. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put it into I don't remember. Fate Stay Night, the original. Ooh. Now this one's pretty good. This one's actually kind of good. Kind of good. Yeah, kind of. I actually prefer the main route, like Saber's route, over the other two. I have not seen this. Serial Experiments Lane. I don't remember. I don't remember much about it. Saint Seiya. I don't remember. I've seen this, but I don't remember. Yu-Gi-Oh. Kind of good. Lucky Star. Ooh. Not gonna lie. Kind of mid. I always thought it was kind of mid. Oh, this show. Kind of mid. This one's kind of weird because it starts off being one way, and then in around like towards the latter half of the first season, and then the second season, it turns into like a battle anime. It's just kind of weird. Shield Hero, bro. Absolute fucking trash. You hear me? Absolute fucking trash. I have those that are special to me, and then I have those that I think objectively might be like upper middle tier, kind of mid upper tier, but I think are actually complete trash writing wise. So yeah, complete trash. Nope. Nope. Certain Magical Index. Kind of good. Kinda. Only kinda. Oh, D and Angel. Bro, what a oh my god, what a throwback. Holy nostalgia. Holy shit. D and Angel. Jesus. Holy shit. When I watched it, it was kinda good. But I think it would definitely not hold up nowadays. But when I watched it, it was kinda good. I actually rewatched it like multiple times, I think. Magi, kind of good. Kind of good. I mean, nothing too special. Clanad. This is another one that people are gonna hate me for, but kind of shit. Madoka Magica. Really good. Really good. MMO Junkie. I think I watched a little bit of this. I think it was kind of weird because the two characters, like, the adult woman and the guy, they are, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be misremembering, but they are playing the opposite characters, right? So the guy is playing the girl and the girl is playing the guy. And it just kind of like, it was kind of weird. I'm not sure if I even finished it, so I'm just going to put it in kind of mid. Bleach, I'm going to put it into like kind of good, I guess. Some good moments, but, it's not as good as Hunter x Hunter, which is really good. It's not Amakam level, but like, it's really good. Akamega Kill. Kind of, Devilman Crybaby, I have not seen. Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. So actually, I'm sure most people would expect me to put it into Amakam level, but actually, while I think it's a very good show, I think it's one step below Amakam level, okay? Like, it's like, objectively, it's just really good. It's a really good story, really good characters. Maybe it's because it's been so long since I've seen it, and I've seen it multiple times, and I've kind of gotten used to it, I don't know, it just doesn't have that spark anymore. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a very good show. Very good. Like, for instance, right, if you look at all the shows in Amakam, right, every show here has something special. It does something unique. Steins Gate, like the time travel aspect of it is so fucking good, and it just does it really well, right? Fate Zero, it's basically pure amalgam of animation, right? And just a pretty good story as well. Attack on Titan, like writing wise, story wise, it's just incredible, right? Gintama, in my opinion, the best anime comedy show by far. Gurren Lagann, it's like Boss the Walls Nitros of anime. There's like a wall, right? And then they just ram right into the fucking wall and they go through that wall, right? It's that type of show, right? And it just does something unique. Then you have Death Note, also very, very unique, very well written, very one of a kind. Then same thing with Log Horizon, right? It's basically very like one of a kind. They take something that you've seen before, but they make it so much better. Now I ask you, what does Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood do? Unique. Exactly. Pretty much nothing. Like if you asked me, I think Attack on Titan is just a better Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Not in the sense that their stories are similar, but rather they both have a good story from beginning to end, but one is just better than the other. In every way, pretty much. So I think Attack on Titan is amalgam level, and now Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just... it's really good, but it's not to that level. The original Naruto, kind of mid. This show, kind of mid. There's some bits to enjoy, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. Again, honestly, I've seen this show, but I don't remember. Not really. Ass Class, kind of mid, upper tier. That's just how it is. A lot of people love Ass Class, but honestly, it's the most 7 out of 10 show I've ever seen. No Game No Life. Really good. Panty and Stalking, bruh. Really good. Hell yeah, brother. More Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, whatever the fuck this is. Ooh. Honestly, whoever put this in here, based. Hella based, okay? Surprisingly, this show is kinda good. I'm surprised to see this here. This is such a, this is such a underground show, I feel like. Naruto Shippuden, kinda good, I suppose. Kinda good. Nope. Bleach. Didn't I already put Bleach? Pretty sure I already put Bleach, right? Why are they putting the same shit twice? Bruh. And then One Piece for the end. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so bad. One Piece is like... it's kinda good. It's just kinda good. And this is my tier list for this list of anime. There's still a bunch that are still missing, like Baccano, again, Nana, Land of the Lustrous, you know, like some very good shows that are still missing in this list, but I think from this you guys can definitely tell that, you know, I've seen a lot of anime. A lot of these shows, right, that I put into haven't seen or don't remember, a lot of them are like old, like magical girl shows, and then Pokemons and Digimons and like these cartoony shows, right? And there's some of them like Serial Experiments Lane that I have seen, but I just don't remember. There are a couple of shows here that, you know, Hellsing, Lane, Devilman. I have seen Bleach and Naruto. These were just extra here, so don't look at those. And then, you know, there's just a bunch of Pokemons here, so it's like you can remove like at least like 8 shows here, because they're just Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, you know, Pokemon, Digimon, like multiples of the same thing, basically. So you can remove like 10 shows from this tier here. And then you can see that I've actually, from this list, I've seen more than I haven't seen. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed going through some anime with me, and you know, if you enjoy me going through some anime and maybe doing some tier lists, let me know. Talking about anime is always kind of intriguing for me, mainly because I know so much about it. Only 6 shows here have made me come. I think we can all agree that anime is kind of fun, you know?